Welcome everybody to the Brandt Clash as AIRL starts. Not AIRL, oh, I'm already in the wrong mindset. As RACC starts its 7th season, qualifying is underway. And whoa, big leg spike there. But we're testing, we got the new game. People start their qualifying. A whole new game. We get our own cars. We don't have to deal with the FPRU. We're now under Yummy's development. We hope that it's better than what Alpha could do. So qualifying currently underway. First up will be Lord, 49.317 for Lord. Yummy will be up next. Yummy in yet another Daytona is going to try to make another Daytona 500 in RACC. We get the field set. We're at the Clash. He'll come around to start his first lap. Or only lap, I should say. There only is one lap. Turn up the audio a little bit. Going to be seeing a lot of the high line. The high line's actually been optimized pretty well. It's very powerful. I will say that the high line is much more powerful than it is, or than the inside is. What the world is going on? Yummy of 48.583. Rice on track. Start time now. And welcome everybody to Season 7 of RACC. Yummy trying to say, hey, if you said, this has been a bug with the cars. These are cars that we've seen in the past are hybrids of the turn and brake. They have similar attributes of the cars that MRL had in Season 3 and the turn and brake cars that we got here in Season 4 and 5. I think in Season 4 as well. So Yummy hopefully cooked up some good cars for RACC. He's done a lot of testing, especially here at Daytona, to make sure that high line is competitive with the low line. There's a train on the low line. Then the high line should be able to keep up. But in what we've seen in practice is that the high line is actually quite a bit faster. We also hope you enjoy the new qualifying leaderboard. Some development off season. Finally have the technology to put up times on the board. So Krieger will be up next. And sticking on that high line. The goal really is to just stay as high as you can. That's really going to be the challenge. We'll look at Krieger's time and we'll take a look at some statistics lined up. Krieger right on that apron. Second place, a 48.746. Tacoma will qualify next. This is a stat that me and Coma actually found out, is that so we look at the Daytona 500 winners. These are the all-time stats. These are the first 4 winners. Nag, first winner in RACC for the Daytona 500. Mason, Coma having the most wins in AIRL. Not AIRL. I'm still stuck in AIRL mood, but in the MRL. Oh my goodness. In the RACC history. Casual in that kind of one-off season 5, 4, whatever it was. Oops. And then Bryce, the most recent winner of the Daytona 500. And it's just interesting to take a look at their stats throughout the season. Come around. Ooh, under the double yellow. We'll see. Well, it's not a very fast lap either way. Pink will be up next. Pink in the 26th this season. Coma taking back the 18. And running way up high, trying to keep those tires above that dotted white line. The high line does dip below those dashed lines, but it's really hard to hit those when you're below the dotted lines. So we're probably going to see everyone running the high line be right up close to that wall. Another thing for RACC is there's still only fuel that you have to worry about. Fuel should be optimized a lot better, though, compared to what it was in the previous season. So we shouldn't have people running out of gas right at the last lap of the stage or the last lap of the race. That should not happen. Yummy made sure that would not happen. So we should still expect fuel races this season, but not to the extent what we saw, where it's a massive kind of thing. Alpha around to start his lap. Driving the Mercedes #1 Mr. Beast car. Now, you've been around the community for a while. You know exactly where this car is from. Yami currently still holding pole. Krieger in second, Bryce third, Coma fourth, Pink fifth, and Lord in sixth. Ooh, Alpha tagging the wall a little bit. That'll hurt his time. Also sounded like he kind of got off the gas on the back straightaway a little bit, but we'll see what the time gets put down. 48.896. It's going to be sixth place. Vento will be up next. Vento running the 44 car. Vento trying to stay lower to the track. The lower you can go, the shorter the distance, but the Highline is just that much faster. Because the Highline's meant to keep up with the low line when there's a train, so everyone's in draft. So that's why the Highline's a lot faster. But Vento trying his luck with how low he can go. Looks like he hit all of the markers on those dotted lines. He might have the fastest lap. Let's see. Touching the apron. Vento, second place, a 48.650. And to round out the field, Radiant in the 38, another classic car from the MRL days. So a field of 9 to start us off for the Clash. So Radiant now down to the back straightaway. Radiant always great at these super speedways. He's gotten pole a couple of times before in other leagues at Daytona. We'll see what he can do here. And then, of course, we'll see what Radiant can do in the race. And, of course, Radiant being great at these, but we'll have to see if that strategy of the high side is going to be really the big factor for tonight. So Radiant across through the tri-oval. It's going to be 7th place, 48.863, barely off of Pink's time. All the times pretty close to each other. So that will conclude qualifying. Oh. There will not be any pacing. We won't have to deal with that like we did last season for Daytona. So we'll get everyone lined up here at the start-finish line. Hopefully we'll get everyone lined up at the start-finish line. See everyone kind of start to get in their cars and to run across. Yummy flying over. Look at that cheater. He's flying. Oh. We'll just let everyone get lined up and we'll give them a minute or two. Race analysis for tonight, 25 laps, about 62 miles, so there shouldn't be need to pit. We'll have to see if anyone ends up needing to with any cautions that come up. Pit speed is 100 studs per second, but that's the speed limiter at the front. You got to be going, they'll be going 70 actually down the pit lane, but you got to be under 100 entering. And that brings up a new rule. Penalties are served within the pit boxes. Whoa. Alpha getting smited back there. But penalties are handled within the pit box, so there is no human intervention needed there. It's something Yummy coded up, and so hopefully we have less pit road incidents as Krieger flips his car. Oh, I meant to get rid of that one. Yummy will not be joining us in the booth. Get more people in. Go single file. It always does take a moment. It always does take them a moment. I think they're trying to figure out how to give Krieger a paint. He's on PlayStation and cannot input an ID into his car. So he can't really do... I mean, he needs a scheme. which is why we were saying to him, well, just pick a different car. Coma saving the day. So everyone gets lined up. Same, pretty much all about is the same here in RACC. So hopefully this season is a good one. Gen 4, greatest cars. Junior making sure everybody's ready. So we wait for the countdown. Everyone putting R in chat. Yummy on pole, Avento in second, Krieger in third. There's the countdown. And we're underway here at Daytona for the Brandt Clash. Yummy and Avento off to a great start. They'll be pulling ahead from the field. Avento getting a little bit more of that high line. Yummy trying to get some of it as well, but Yummy will have to relegate into second. Behind Krieger leading the main pack. Bryce and Coma all over the racetrack trying to find a lane. It looks like everyone will be sticking up top through 3 and 4. This will be a good question. Can that rear pack catch up to Avento and Yummy? We haven't seen, once a car kind of gets in front, they struggle to really catch up to anybody, but lap 1 is complete. Whoa. And Avento will lead lap 1. Krieger is catching up a little bit, not too far behind. Avento drifts forward. Bryce now down to the inside. Ooh, a little bit of a lag spike there. Looks like that rear pack is starting to catch up. Avento maybe just pulling away. But very interesting. Everybody running up high. High line train. Something you don't really see. Krieger coming up to the back bumper of Yummy. Well, Yummy look low. He's looking low. Not sure if he's catching that high line. He's starting to drift back. Krieger looking to pass on the outside, and he will. Yummy's going to get stuck down to the... Oh, no. Oh, no. That's not good. Yummy will get put back into a 6th place. And that shows you just how much the high line is going to be a factor in the race tonight. We'll see if it gets adjusted for the race, for the actual 500. I believe that'll be Saturday or Sunday. Don't count me. Don't count on my word. Looks like Radiant's going to be stuck on the inside. Will anyone else go and help Radiant? As Mason joins in on the action. Where's Brian? Oh, okay. I didn't know if there was a random or not. Well, the inside lane's starting to form up. Krieger, Radiant, Yummy, all on the inside. This just leaves Coma and Bryce on the outside, but they're still going to try to use the outside lane. A little bit of an incident there. Everyone keeps it together. These cars are insanely hard to lose. And so Bryce will take second. Krieger will move back to third alongside with Coma. And we sitting low on the inside. Only car helping out the 4, and they got to stick it down low. That's the only real chance I see them. But wow, you can just see how much speed that outside lane has. They go 3 wide on the exit of 2. Oh, Radiant bumper carring off a couple of cars. They save it. And it's not hard to save the cars. The cars are pretty easy to drive. When you lose the car, it's definitely a major incident. Coma getting moved down to the inside. Bryce trying to hold it out on the outside, and you will get the big run out of turn 4. But Avento so far has led every lap so far. Ooh, Alpha into the wall. Sorry about that. Field going single file through 3 and 4 on here on the back straightaway. Radiant, Alpha, Yummy's kind of looking low there towards the end of the corner, and some contact at the back with Mason and Lord. Mason a lap down. Ooh, Bryce getting moved to the outside. Has got a train forming on the inside. Radiant, Yummy, and Coma. Yummy's going to get caught up with Krieger on the outside, and they save themselves. Again, that just shows you how easy the cars are saved, even when they get locked like that. But the field has caught up to Avento. How long will he be able to hold on to that lead? Everyone kind of getting into the wall. In 3, Avento getting a big run, and he's going to hold on to the lead for, at least for now. Everyone migrating back down to the low side. Alpha getting involved in a little bit of contact towards the back. Everyone going back into a big train down the back straightaway. A lot of contact going down. That arrow push working hard. Radiant looking down to the inside of Bryce. There is a little bit of a high lane right below that dotted line. I was saying in qualifying. Oh, Coma getting onto the quarter panel of Avento. That's going to shove him and Radiant into the apron. Coma coming back up into traffic. Radiant's going to have to merge. And that'll be our first incident. Ooh, Alpha blocking Coma, almost going 4 wide. Avento will hold on to the lead. So take a look back at that. Coma touching the quarter panel, coming up a little bit too much, collects Radiant. And Radiant, you're that far down coming into the entry of the corner. That's no bueno. This is Yummy and Bryce. Kind of starting to form up a pack here. Oopsies. Yummy getting a run through the middle. Coma just all the way down low. Oh, Yummy getting caught up on the high side. Everyone gets caught up on the high side. Coma's actually going to get a benefit from that, as they're still wrecking. Krieger pushing everybody in the back. Bumper cars as Radiant comes back in. What an incident that could have been. But we stay green. We're starting to get 3 wide. 3 cars trying to fit into that high lane. Just does not work. But Avento so far dominant. Has led all 10 laps so far. Everyone gonna try to come up towards that high lane. Yummy looking down to the inside, getting a run. They'll be side by side going down the back straightaway. It's a lot of contact. Everyone's turning up their temperature meter. Oh, Yummy into the wall there. Was not quite clear. They're 4 wide in the back. Oh, and a huge wreck. Caution's going to come out. Or is it? Is the caution going to come out? That was a big flip. And there's the caution. Oh my goodness. A violent wreck. Oh my. And they will be racing back. Avento still leading. Yummy's going to be able to hold on the second. Coma blocking up top. Big block by the 18. They come across the line. Oh, Krieger's going to steal it back on the front straightaway. And they all slow down. They come across the line. So that was a violent wreck. Pits will be open. But let's take a look at what happened. This was violent. So Bryce is going to come up the racetrack a little bit, get into Lord. Lord's going to get into Radiant, who's going to get into Pink. They're fine here. Oh, right there, Bryce came up. Lord was still there. And wow, Pink goes flying into the fence. So our first flip, and oh, we already got cars speeding down pit road. Pits are non-competitive, so I don't think those penalties will matter for anything, but we'll take another look. Ooh. About that. Yeah, Bryce kind of came into Lord. And wow, Pink. Huge incident into the fence. We'll give everyone a moment. To line themselves back up. Oh! Bryce coming in hot. Radiant trying to hold everybody back. Radiant will take the lead. He stays out this caution. Everyone else coming in. You can see the tug of war going on just to get Krieger in line. A disagreement between a couple of cars there. We'll try to get back in line. So, Yummy, even though he was on pole, was not able to hold on to the lead. Avento was in second. Will Avento be able to get such a good restart again? We're underway. Radiant will have a good start. Avento not as good as it was when we started. But Radiant should still be able to make it to the end. There's no tire wear. It is only fuel. But we will have to see. I'm not sure what fuel looked like before everyone pit. Probably around 1,600 is what my guess would be, and you get about 3,200 to start with. So maybe not. Maybe, well, we'll see. But Radiant will be in the lead. Avento looking to the outside. Radiant going up the block. Everyone else kind of staying right in line behind. Alpha and Mason side by side. Yummy looking down to the inside. Can't find anything there. Is going to quickly dart back up. Makes Krieger have to dive up high as they keep kind of shoving in the back. So Yummy's going to be stuck on the inside, and he's going to drop like a rock. Coma and Krieger side by side for third. Technically, Yummy's down there 3 wide. He'll actually come back up behind those two. As Radiant and Avento hold on to the lead. Oh, Mason and Alpha bumping wheels together. Coma and Krieger trying to make use of the high lane. With that little run on the inside, Coma will take it. It's going to look back to the outside. Avento having the block as well. Getting a big push down the back straightaway. It's going to give that one to Radiant as we head into turn 3. It'll give him a pretty solid run. Mason going to be out of the high lane. He's going to drop back. Oh, big run by Avento. And Avento down to the inside. Can he get around the 38 and retake the lead as Yummy and Alpha have a little incident towards the rear? Can Coma get up to that 44 and push? No, Coma's going to go and push the high lane. Oh no, he comes back down, giving Avento a little bit of a push. Radiant trying to push Avento out of that high line area. He's going to do it, but Avento's pushing back. They turn each other, and now Coma trying to take advantage. Avento getting caught in the pack. They're 3 wide for the lead. Radiant stuck all the way in the bottom. Coma up top. Radiant pushing, showing some feedback. As we go 3 wide into turn 3. Radiant's going to try to squeeze up there. Avento's going to try as well. He's going to get a big bump here from Yummy, and he is clear for the lead. Avento retakes the lead as we complete lap 16. Yummy and Coma fighting right behind. They want a taste of that lead. It's only been Radiant and Avento, and it's mostly been Avento. Yummy's still looking, but he's going to be caught out of that draft range. Can he get back up? He's going to try. Coma's going to get a run, and he's going to take second place. Oh, it gets down to the inside of Avento. Now it's going to be Avento that pushes down Coma, but Coma's not going to take it. He's going to go push him into the wall, and now we go 3 wide again. This time Avento dropping back, and oh, Coma getting caught up on Avento again. They're 4 wide into turn 3. Oh, Krieger going up and into the field, and we are going to have another caution. Oh, wait, no, maybe. I don't know. Alpha is up on his side. Will that be a caution? I think we stay. No, that will be a caution. And to the line. Ooh. Who got it to the line? Oh, my camera was placed in the exact wrong angle. Oh my God, who got it? I don't know who got it. This is my angle on it right here. And it's maybe Coma, maybe Avento. Man, that is close. So we'll give him a moment to line back up. Pit road is open with 8 laps to go. But I think everyone's going to stay out. Coma will be your leader. Krieger doesn't want to waste any fuel, and it's going to be a little bit until we find out who... Okay, that's going to be something for Yummy to look into. Oh, no, there it goes. Well, let's see what brought out that caution. That was a lot that happened there. This is what brought out the caution. So Coma's gonna get caught up there. He's gonna push Krieger and Alpha down. And then then Alpha just kind of on the apron. Oh no, Krieger kind of comes up here, goes up on his side, tags Alpha, and then everyone just squishes into the wall. Alpha on his side, lands it back on the wheels. Not technically a flip. but causes the caution anyway. Junior saying, yeah, probably shouldn't have been a caution. But wow, that race back to the line was, ooh, that was close. Bede saying it was a Vento, but everyone kind of saying, let's go off the board order as Alpha is AFK. So we will be a minute. 7 laps to go here at the Clash, and it's been pretty exciting, even though it's been mostly a Vento leading up front. The main pack becoming something, but while we have this little bit of downtime, let's take a quick look at the previous winners of the Daytona 500 in RACC. Do I have the button for it? I do. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. Do I have a button for it? I guess not. But let's take a quick look at the previous Daytona winners. Nag, Mason. Mason in this race. Coma and Casual. Just looking at the all-time stats. Yes. We go back underway. Alpha is a liar. Coma and Avento, good start, but Avento diving down to the inside. He will retake the lead out of turn 2. Not quite clear. Oh, Coma diving down. Now Avento will be clear. As the rear pack trying to form up. They weren't as fortunate on that restart. Oh, Avento into the wall, makes a mistake. Coma goes down on the inside. Oh, Coma hooks Avento. They go slamming into the wall. And there's so many cars on the apron there. Oh my goodness. Everyone's going to save it coming back to the line. And Krieger will be your new leader. Oh my goodness. Coma just right hooked Avento. I can't believe it. Watch this. He just, and oh, we're going to have another incident here. Please just let the replay go. Wow. It's everyone still slamming each other. This will put Mason up front. 3 wide for second. Alpha with a big run. It's going to be challenging Krieger. And oh, there goes Lord and Mason. Mason's going to be able to hold it on the inside and as we come out. But oh man, a lot of slamming. Mason trying to take the lead by corner cutting. They'll get relegated to second. 5 laps to go in the Clash and it's heating up. Mason's going to be stuck down low. Here comes Alpha with another run. Oh, what in the world's going on with Yummy in the back? I don't know if I saw that correctly. Krieger, Alpha, again, looking low. Krieger trying to block. Alpha and Krieger side by side. Radiant, whoa, getting shoved by Bryce. Radiant shoving back. Lauren and Avento shoving back there. 4 laps to go here at the Clash. Big run for Krieger. He's going to stay up front. He's going to have a little bit of a gap. Alpha's going to close it. He looks down to the inside, trying to get Krieger to bite, but nothing, no reaction from that 4 car. Oh, they're into the wall. Bryce going down low. He's outside of the high lane. He's going to try to drift back up, but Radiant is there. He'll drop back to 4th. And with 3 laps to go, Krieger's going to have quite a bit of a gap. Bryce and Radiant still battling for 3rd place. Avento locked in 5th. Nowhere to go for him. Yummy all the way at the back. I think he knows as a developer there's some things that he needs to change in this game as they bumper lock. Oh, Radiant and Avento getting collective with Bryce. There was a bumper lock that started that whole thing. And now Krieger's going to have an even larger gap as well. Everyone. Lots of contact. Radiant with the run. Vento getting moved down low. Radiant on the inside. Alpha down the block, trying to get a run. Oh, Radiant was there. Got hit by Alpha. Can Radiant keep the momentum? Oh, we got cars around. But they all save it. We stay green. No flips. 2 laps to go. If I'm Krieger, I don't know what to block. Coma trying to make it go 3 wide. Alpha with a big slam. That's going to move Coma out of the high line. Here comes Radiant with the run on the inside. Krieger going to get the outside run as Coma throwing. Oh, Radiant with the bad block. Now they go 3 wide again for second place. Radiant able to somehow get a run out of nowhere. He's going to hold on to second. Gets a run and into turn 3. He's going to look down to the inside, pushing Krieger up as Alpha shoving everyone towards the rear. This might be a close battle to the finish. Side by side as we head to the white flag. 1 lap to go in the Brandt Clash. As they start to wreck at the back, this race is finalized. Radiant and Krieger still side by side as we head into turn 1. Radiant with the slams, got to be careful with it though, and that'll clear him for the lead. Will Krieger take that? He's going to stay up front. Big bump to the back of the 38. They might be bumper locked. Will Krieger make a last corner move? Can he make a last corner move? Turn 3. Radiant defending the low line. Krieger going to be stuck up top. Pink's going to make his move for second place. Oh, but Krieger with the run. Not enough of a run. Radiant's going to win the clash. 3 wide across the line. Oh my goodness, and a horrific wreck after everyone crosses. So the Super Speedway King shows he still has it. The leaderboard hella inaccurate. Junior says, I mean, we have a great angle, and I'm glad I think I might do this for the rest of the RACC races. This is the replay of everyone coming across the line. We'll slow it down, and we'll go position by position. So it'll be Radiant, then Pink, then Krieger, then Coma, Mason, Yummy, and then it'll be Alpha, then Bryce, Vento if it wants to count, and then Lord. Radiant will go into victory lane. Oh, and Coma's gonna move him out. Bryce is gonna come in. You know what? I don't usually do interviews for RACC, but let's do a couple. Let's do a couple. I'm feeling good today. Let's get the race winner Radiant up here. Radiant, showing that you still have quite a lot of speed here at Super Speedways.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't call it speed. I would just call it strategy through the pack. A lot of it was admittedly late blocking, but you know, sometimes that's just what you got to do.
Yeah, but there. I mean, for the first race, of the new game. How would you say the cars are with draft and all that and handling?
Yeah. I'd say the cars are great. There's some issues that need to be fixed on the high line with draft, but other than that, I'd say they're amazing.
Looking forward to possibly of course the Daytona 500 and then more races
And
throughout the season.
yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. These cars fit very well into my niche, but yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to racing these things a lot more.
All right, and then I know I'm gonna get asked about it, but that last lap kind of block on Krieger. Your perspective on that? What was it on the?
Right. Could you perhaps put up a replay of it?
Yeah, let me find it.
Because I'm not entirely sure what happened there, but I did not mean to force him into the wall. It kind of just happened.
Let me turn
I
on.
think I might have gotten a bump from behind, but again, I'm not sure.
I think it'll be through here. Yeah, right there.
No, I just okay. So what I do to get through the corner, I very rapidly hold tap and let go of A. It just happened to be very bad timing. I let go of A right as he was coming down into me, and I at the same time I accidentally let myself get up a bit too high, and that's just all it was. It's unfortunate. I was gonna try and see if I could battle with him side by side, but I didn't mean to slam him into the wall like that.
It's just part of the way that keyboards work. All
Yeah.
right, Radiant. Anything else to add on?
Nope. That's all.
Well, thank you and congrats on the Clash win. We'll see you at the 500, hopefully. Let's see. We got Krieger and Avento, Eeny, Meeny, Money. You. Avento, you'll be last.
No.
Krieger, where are you?
Pit lane
Okay, there you are.
first off.
All right, Krieger. Probably not the race you were expecting, but take us through your last couple of laps there.
I got lucky and didn't get involved in a bunch of the chaos until everyone caught back up. All in all, the racing was actually really good. Like the last 10, 50, I'm not positive how many laps, but went into complete chaos. The beginning was actually very calm. But to be honest, I'm not really worried about it. It's just a Clash, but I like the cars a lot. One thing I'd love to have those if they're really loose and people would you could turn people a lot better. But it's actually really funny watching people trying to save it.
Right.
But
I mean, the cars are
it's
pretty
still,
easy to save, I've heard.
yeah.
So with the new cars, I mean, you kind of described a little bit of it. Like, how do you feel about these new cars? Like how they control and draft and all that.
Only thing I feel like is kind of I know Yummy said he doesn't understand why it's not working with the high line. It kept bugging out, and sometimes you wouldn't even get a run or anything. So other than that, the cars are actually really good. The draft isn't overpowered or anything either. But when you get a huge run, you can just clip on someone's quarter panel. Yeah, I know I said that just so bad, but you can just clip on and ride them through the corner. But I'm interested to see how these do on short tracks and road courses. I have
Oh
to
yeah,
figure out how that's gonna
we
go.
got some interesting road courses this season, so those will be definitely fun to
Yeah,
see. All right, Krieger. Anything
I have a
else to add
feeling there's gonna
on?
be I have a feeling there will be a bunch of death until someone crashes out.
Nope.
But other than that, it was actually a really good race.
All right. Well, Krieger, I think you're unofficially third or something, but I don't know. It's a Clash. First race of the season. No,
Yeah,
no real harm done.
yeah.
Let you down.
All right, here we
Oh, that's
go. We're
definitely the wrong
underway
thing.
for Rockingham 210.
Hold on. That's there we go. That's the one I was looking for. All right, Avento, where are you? Oh, Oh, there you are. I see you. Yep. All right, Evento. You had this race, at least in that first half. Take us through what happened there in that kind of second half.
I lagged after with like 7 to go, and I started to drop back. Tried to gain, but I couldn't because of the lag was way too strong for me. And at the finish, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna try to win back in some shortcuts. They don't work, but I tried.
Right. I mean, it's the Clash. It's Daytona, first race of the season. Well, and it's not even points paying really, unless there is. I don't know. I don't read the rules. But Aventa, with you, how do the cars feel? How does the draft feel? And all that kind of fun stuff. I've been asking everybody.
Draft feels wacky because if you had first place, it would be pretty easy to blow away, especially with this track with the high line. And it would take like 7 laps, 6 laps, 5 laps with to someone to even try to make a move. And like all you need to do is be very good at blocking and be in first place, and that's it. You don't need anything else.
I mean, that's really every.
And other than that, yeah, like there were no inside. If you went to the inside, your run will be over. Uh, Cars were easy to flip, which is the good and bad side. Good side is that more cautions will happen. Bad side, it might cause some extra shenanigans between some drivers. I'm predicting that.
Right.
And the race was good.
Right. I mean, it was a good race. Yeah, very entertaining.
5 to go.
All right, Evento. Anything else to add on for tonight? Before I let Yummy and Yap, whatever.
Yes. Looking forward to this season. Not gonna lie, the cars were good.
All right. Well, thank you, Evento.
Now, bye bye.
Yeah, we'll move you down, and Yummy, I'll let you do your little. Oh my god, I did it again. You do your little PR thing or whatever. I don't know what you want. What do you want?
I didn't know I wanted something.
Well, your hand was up.
Duh.
Oh my god. Well, whatever. Get out of here. Actually, you know what? Everyone get out of the stage. All right. That will wrap it up here at Daytona. Thank you all for watching the Daytona 500. Let me quick get that info. The Daytona 500 for RACC will be at Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Or it will also depend on when the race finishes. So stay tuned for Sunday. I don't think anything else happening this week, of course. Be subscribed. Oh, yummy. Whatever. Be subscribed, and you'll get the notification when I go live. Make sure you click the bell, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. And we will see you for the 500.